Hi guys, welcome to today's math problem. It's called Oh Hail the Elephant. It's similar to the magic number problem, but this one's a little different. So this one is based on something called a hailstone sequence. So if you think about hail and how they go up and then down. So they start in a cloud as droplets of rainwater, and then they're pushed higher up into the atmosphere where they freeze, and sometimes several times, and then they come back to Earth. So the numbers in a hailstone sequence are called that because they go up and down just like hail. So this is an unusual problem because it's actually an unsolved mathematical problem, which is kind of cool. So this sequence is if you take any number, so an infinite number, so like yesterday's problem. If the number is even, divide it by 2. And if a number is odd, multiply it by 3 and add 1. And you just keep going until you can't do either of those things anymore. And you're going to figure it out. So, for example, if you start with 20, you would divide it by 2 because it's even, so that you get 10. You divide it by 2 again, you get 5. So because it's odd, you're going to multiply it by 3 and add 1. So 3 times 5 is 15 plus 1 is 16. That's an even number. So you're going to divide it by 2, get 8. Divided by 2 again, get 4. Divided by 2, you get 1. And then you stop. So this mathematical problem was actually developed by a man in 1937 called Lothar Kollátz, I guess. And he has conjecture about this hailstone sequence. So he has an idea of what he thinks is true. So a conjecture is a proposition that is consistent with known data, but hasn't been proven yet. So you might have heard in science, we would use the word hypothesis, but in math, we use conjecture. So he invented this sequence, and he came up with a conjecture, and I want to see if you can figure out his conjecture, his theory. So if you start with any number, if a number is even, divide it by 2. If a number is odd, multiply it by 3 and add 1. And he proposed it always equals in the same answer. What is it? So your assignment today is kind of cool. The problem you work on today is one of the world's unsolved problems in mathematics, which is in itself very cool. Try working some hailstone strings of numbers that have different starting numbers and make conjectures. So you're going to make up your own idea of what you think is true, but you're not sure. You're not sure because you haven't tried every number yet about what you find out. So start with a whole bunch of different numbers. A hailstone string follows these rules. If a number is even, divide it by 2. If a number is odd, multiply it by 3 and add 1. So I want you to come up with a conjecture, so an idea that you think is true. Good luck, guys. And if you come up with it, maybe there'll be prizes.